You want to know what people are really thinking, what they're not saying, whether they're lying, interested, uncomfortable, attracted, threatened. You want to read them without them knowing you're reading them. Because the second someone knows you're analyzing them, they adjust, they hide, they perform. Real reading happens in the gaps, the moments when their guard is down, the micro-signals they don't know they're sending. And there are specific things you can watch for that reveal everything they're trying to hide. Let me show you how to read people invisibly. The signals that leak truth before they can stop them. The patterns that expose thoughts they'd never say out loud. First, understand this. People can control their words. They can mostly control their face. But they can't control everything. The further from conscious awareness a signal is, the more honest it is. So you're not watching what they say, or even what they're doing with their face. You're watching everything else. Start with the feet. Sounds strange, but feet are the most honest part of the body. Why? Because nobody thinks about their feet. All conscious control goes to face and hands. Feet get ignored, which means they leak truth. Research from the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit shows that feet and legs are the most reliable indicators of true emotional state. When someone's uncomfortable, their feet point toward the exit. When they're interested, their feet point toward you. When they're lying, their feet often start moving more, tapping, shifting, because anxiety leaks down to the parts of the body they're not monitoring. Watch where feet point in conversations. If someone's body is facing you but their feet are angled away, they want to leave. They're not engaged. They're being polite with their upper body, while their lower body tells the truth. If someone's feet are pointed directly at you, planted, still, they're genuinely engaged. If their feet keep shifting, bouncing, moving, they're anxious or uncomfortable about something. Next, watch the hands, but not how people think. Don't look for dramatic gestures. Look for what hands do when the person isn't talking, when they're listening, when they think nobody's watching. Hands near the face, touching the neck, covering the mouth, rubbing the nose. These are self-soothing behaviors. They happen when someone's uncomfortable, when they're lying or stressed or uncertain. The person doesn't know they're doing it. It's unconscious. Conversely, studies show that increased face touching correlates with deception and anxiety. Not because touching your face means you're lying, but because the stress of lying triggers self-soothing behaviors. If someone's hands go to their face when answering a specific question, that question made them uncomfortable. Hands hiding, going into pockets, behind the back, under the table, signal discomfort or concealment. Open hands, visible and still, signal confidence and honesty. The more someone hides their hands, the less comfortable they are with what's happening. Now watch the eyes, but not for eye contact. Everyone knows to control eye contact. Liars know to maintain it. Confident people know to hold it. Eye contact is too conscious to be reliable. Instead, watch pupil dilation. You can't fake this. Pupils dilate when you see something you like, something that interests you, something that attracts you. They constrict when you see something unpleasant or threatening. Research on pupillometry shows that pupil response is automatic and immediate. If you're talking about something and their pupils dilate, they're genuinely interested. If pupils constrict, they're turned off by it, even if their words say otherwise. This requires you to be close enough to see pupils and aware of lighting, since pupils also respond to light. But in consistent lighting, pupil changes reveal real emotional response. Also, watch blink rate. Normal blink rate is about 15 to 20 times per minute. When someone's lying or under stress, blink rate increases significantly. When someone's concentrating or interested, blink rate decreases. If you ask a question and they start blinking rapidly while answering, they're stressed about that answer. If their blinking almost stops, they're deeply engaged in constructing the response. Now watch the baseline versus deviation pattern. This is critical. You can't know what any signal means without knowing what's normal for that person. Everyone has baseline behaviors. Some people naturally fidget. Some naturally avoid eye contact. Some touch their face constantly. Those baselines mean nothing. What matters is change from baseline. You watch someone for the first 5 minutes. You notice they're relaxed, hands still, feet planted, normal blink rate. That's their baseline. Then you mention a specific topic, and suddenly hands go to face. Feet start moving. Blink rate doubles. That topic created stress. Something about it made them uncomfortable. The deviation from baseline is the signal, not the behavior itself, but the change. This is how professional interrogators work. They establish baseline, then watch for spikes when certain subjects come up. Here's how to do this invisibly. You can't stare. You can't obviously analyze. You have to appear naturally engaged in conversation while peripherally tracking these signals. Practice diffuse attention. You're looking at their face for social convention, but your awareness includes their whole body. You notice feet in peripheral vision. You catch hand movements without looking directly at them. You track patterns without analyzing in the moment.